It's Thanksgiving, everybody. Yes, you saw me chewing already. You understand what I'm saying? Because that's what you do on Thanksgiving. First takes in the house. I know some people be taking off, but damn it, y'all are home watching football, getting set to watch football all day long. So who else than your boy is going to be there for you? Not only do I got Molly in the house, not only do I have Kmart in the house, but you know who else? The absolute professional on eating on Thanksgiving morning. That's that guy right there. That's him right there. First takes in the house. Holla at the crew. Let's go. Listen, I don't like what I've seen offensively. I mean, even in the 22 points that they scored against the Bears, the 11 points they scored in the final 22 seconds. It came in the final 22 seconds. That was going to be my point, the onside, assisted by an onside kick. But I think that we have to look at the Bears and we have to say to ourselves, their record is kind of deceitful. Yes, they're on a 5-game losing streak after a 4-2 start. We do understand that. But let's take into account 3 of their losses. The Hail Mary loss to Washington. They should have won that game. There was a blocked field goal loss to Green Bay. And then, of course, the overtime loss to Minnesota. They could have won 2 of those 3 games. And then their record would be reversed right now. So we have to take that into consideration. This is not a team that has stunk up the joint. Now, Eberflus, the head coach, is a different matter, but I'm not going to get into that. Why? Because it's Thanksgiving. And it's the spirit of giving, and we want to be kind, and we want to be nice, and we don't want to excoriate the man on national television this morning. But the fact of the matter is, he's 5-18 in one-score games as a head coach for the Chicago Bears. There are some people that are meant to be coordinators, operate on one side of the ball, and then there are others as a head coach that are destined to be leaders of men. Mike I see going on in Chicago. Nevertheless, I like the development of Caleb Williams. I think that he can make every requisite throw. I think his mobility is underrated. The brother can run with the football. He's got good size. He's got a strong arm. He's got capabilities. We know what DJ Moore can bring to the table. Their defense is not shabby as well. I just look at this as a team that can make it interesting against anybody. Doesn't mean they'll come out with a victory, but can they make it interesting? Can they make it close, particularly on Thanksgiving Day, against a division rival? Yes, I think they can make it interesting.
Well, with the time that Stephen A. has left both of us, I'm going to agree with him.
Did you just finish talking for 2 hours? Is that me? Did I miss something? Did you just finish talking for 2 hours?
I'm like old people. I'm revved up. I actually agree with Stephen from the standpoint of this is a division game. Let me take you back to Sunday. I covered Colts-Lions, and walking out of the locker room, I'm on Ross St. Brown. I overheard him say to somebody, it doesn't even feel like we won that game. So I paused in the hallway, waited for him to come up, and I said, wait, what'd you say? And he said, that didn't feel like we won that game because of how we've been putting points on the board kind of at will. And I said, these are the kind of games, even the close ones, that you got to be able to pull out. And I think when you look at the Lions, to have a dominant performance, especially since they're 0-7 on Thanksgiving. And Dan Campbell has already said, listen, when I go home and we lose on Thanksgiving, my wife is not happy with me. So I know he wants to have a good Thanksgiving with the family. So I think they'll look to put up a lot of points in this one.
Did you know that the Detroit Lions on defense haven't given up a touchdown in 10 quarters?
Talk about it. They shut out,
In 10 quarters, they haven't given up a touchdown. Everyone, made a big deal when Aiden Hutchinson went down and how much it was going to hurt this Lions defense. They've actually got better on the defensive side of the football. And so a lot of credit got to go to Aaron Glenn and what he's been able to do with the pieces that he has on that side of the ball. Listen, we know how much of a juggernaut the Detroit Lions are on offense. They got the best backfield in the National Football League with Montgomery and Gibbs, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Jameson Williams, and then obviously Jared Goff, being the guy that's distributing the ball and everything like that. So when I go and look at this game, as much progress as Caleb Williams has made with new offensive coordinator, Thomas Brown is concerned, and he's been playing some really good football. I think he's completing over 70% of his passes. But going up against this Lions team on Thanksgiving, where we know that they on a mission And I don't think this game is going to be close, to be honest with you. I think the Lions are going to make a statement again against their division rival, division opponent in the Chicago Bears.
Credit to Caleb Williams, though. Obviously, since Waldron was let go as the offensive coordinator, and the cat over there, Thomas, I believe, is an interim, been getting rid of the ball quicker, complete 70% of his passes, averaging about 285 yards throwing over the last 2 games. Hasn't thrown an interception in 7 of the last 8 games, guys, despite being sacked the league high 44 times at this particular moment in time. But I will tell you this. You just brought up, excuse me for being left, D. Woody, but you said the best backfield in the NFL. How about Saquon and Gainwell in Philly? We just gonna throw that out like that? I mean,
they don't have a nickname though.
Yeah,
Sonic and Knuckles, they be tearing you up.
I understand. I understand that, but nicknames aside, I mean, the fact of the matter is, I mean, Saquon actually takes up 2 people. I mean, with the kind of year he's having, the way he's balling, and we know that Gainwell can run with the football as well. I'm just saying. I'm just not. I respect the hell out of Detroit. They've got the most balanced offense in the NFL because you got a bunch of wideouts. You got 2 cats in the backfield. You got an elite tight end as far as I'm concerned. Yeah, you got some balance, but I'm looking at the Philadelphia Eagles. I'm not going to
disputing that he's the best back in the National Football League right now. But when you talk about guys that you can just, you can have one guy that can kill you, and then you got a whole different other type of back that can do it a whole different other type of way. That's what I'm talking about. You literally got a thunder and lightning in the backfield with the Detroit Lions. So that's what I'm speaking of. But, you bring up the Philadelphia Eagles. I mean, in my opinion, I think they got the best roster in the National Football League, and it's showing by the way they're going out there and playing. But the Detroit Lions are the best team in the NFL this year.
Yeah,
well, I agree with that.
All right. I expect the Lions to take care of business. They're favored by 11. The game I'm most excited about, guys, is the Dolphins and the Packers.
I thought you were about to say
Molly, I thought you were going to say Giants Cowboys. Oh,
yes.
my God.
Say the Giants as a Giants fan?
I wouldn't. Oh, Molly, I wouldn't put it past you that you were going to say the Giants Cowboys.
Yes,
Loyalty.
Oh, my God.
Okay, let's get into it, guys. So the Dolphins will try to continue their surge as they visit Jordan Love and the Packers.
Welcome to John Crowder's show. Thanks for tuning in. I'm back again with another sports show, joining you live from a spot here in the Battery, Atlanta, Georgia. If you ever get time, come check us out. Want to make sure you understand that if you want to see some of the most up-to-date clips, shows, Stephen A. Smith, First Take, Pat McAfee, go ahead and tune in. Every day we're dropping clips and even live shows. So take the time to go ahead, like, subscribe, and even share this content. We're going to be pushing out a lot of content to you free. And also we're going to be giving away live tickets to sporting events. And we'll be live on set at the NCAA Championship, the Final Four. And also we'll be live at the Super Bowl this year. So if you want to win free tickets, make sure you like and subscribe and stay tuned. Put the alert bell on. We're going to keep you up to date with NFL, MLB, soccer, baseball, hockey, all sports, and even giving you free picks on parlays that we hit very often. So go ahead and stay locked in, because if you blink, you'll miss it. Again, I'm John Crowder, and thanks for tuning in. What are some of the most iconic sports for you as far as moments? One of the most iconic sports moments for me was definitely when the Falcons lost the Super Bowl. Even though I'm a Falcons fan, it was heartbreaking, but it was definitely memorable. So that was one of the most memorable, ugliest moments for me as a sports fan. Go ahead and drop in the chat what your most memorable moment in sports was, and we'll be sure to comment and respond to that. One other thing, we definitely want to let you know that we do have sports picks, and we will be putting them in the chat. Our sports picks come with a lot of knowledge, a lot of historical data, and just a lot of professionalism. So if you want to start hitting some of those bets, make sure you follow our picks, and we'd definitely like to help you out on that. All right, this channel is completely free. We don't have any sponsors, so make sure you like, subscribe, and share this to get more content like this and to help us put out more content. Again, I'm John Crowder, and I'm joining you live from the Battery in Atlanta. Stay tuned for more episodes, more shows, and more content.